Hey there my friends, how are you? So what are we doing today? Today we're going to be looking at some of the best ways that you can farm with air at Town Hall 13. That's right, we're going to look at the best way that you can rip apart bases from the sky at Town Hall 13. We're going to make a live hits right here in the video, and all of that's getting started right now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Captain Nemo. Welcome to another video. Today, we're going to be looking at Town Hall 13. Town Hall 13 farming. That's right. We're going to look at some of the best ways that you can farm with air at Town Hall 13. Now, I already showed you a video, some of the top 3 Town Hall 13 farming strategies. I'll link that at the end of this one so you can check it out. And I even showed you some of the best ways that you can farm with Yeti at Town Hall 13. Yeti, new troop for Town Hall 13, right? So I'll link that and above at the end of this video as well. And make sure to check those out when you finish with this one. But today, we're going to concentrate on air. That's right, air, the best way that you can air at Town Hall 13. There's some really awesome strategies now, especially with the new hero, with the Royal Champion edition. There's multiple kill squad armies and all kinds of stuff. So today we're going to show you one attack that is by far like my favorite Town Hall 13 attack. I think I'm actually going to use it in war as well. I've been developing it. It's really good. I really like it. It's a lot of fun to use too. So we're going to start with that one. That's going to be the first strategy I'm going to show you. Afterwards, I'm going to show you 2 other ones. One is going to be a mixture of dragons, electro dragons, and etc. And then this other one, this last one, is also my favorite way to go. I'm going to show you that one also, and then we're going to do all of that. Let me make myself a little bit smaller. We get started so I can get into the live attacks, because I want to show you all of these right here on the video. I'm going to make live hits together, so hopefully we can make some really awesome hits. Let's do this right now. So what's this first attack that I'm talking about? What is this amazing hit that, you know, you can basically have 3 different kill squads with? Well, at Town Hall 13, you get the Royal Champion. With the addition of the Royal Champion, she brings a whole new level to the game, right? You're able to run multiple kill squad attacks, and this is one of those attacks. So let me break it down for you. Basically, there's a Queen Walk with the Grand Warden and the healers, right? That's going to be one part, or the first part of your kill squad. That is basically going to be your entry, because you never really know where the queen goes, so I like to bring her and start her first, right? Your baby dragon and the electro dragon I used to funnel both the kill squads, and I'll talk about that in a minute. So basically, you look at the baby drag or the electro drag, whatever works better in that section for the queen. You funnel with her. You make sure she goes one way. The queen, you can really, honestly, she's super versatile, especially in farming attacks. You can use her to charge into the base, like what I'm going to do here with the jump and the rages. You can use her to walk down the side and clean up. You could use her to take out specific defenses like the queen and the clan castle. You could just have her clean up on the side. There's so many things she can do. It is very important to keep her alive, so I bring a jump with me because I like to charge her in and usually take one of the air defenses apart. As long as there's no single infernos around, she'll stay alive and keep walking. As long as you rage her, and you want to make sure that you use all the rages if you have to on the queen, don't let her die. So a jump, and even if it's all the rages, use them all. Most of the time I don't need that. Most of the time it's just 1 rage. Sometimes I use 2 rages, and that's really the queen and the Grand Warden. Okay, now the king usually is used on the other side along with my siege barracks. I love using the siege barracks here because it's free troops, great way to funnel, especially here. And again, so you can cook that yourself. You don't really need your clanmates to donate anything, so I like to run that even without a clan castle. I usually don't bring a clan castle with me. I have it here, but I usually don't do it. So just the siege barracks will work for me. And that is my funnel on the other side, along with the baby dragon or whatever is left. The king, along with the dragons, goes center push into the base. That's what I like to do with them. The dragons, they're a great way to go. Usually I use the freeze on a single inferno if I have to get away from it, and then a rage if I have any left. I rage the dragons into the base. So that's my second kill squad. My third and final kill squad is what comes in on the side as reinforcements, usually depending on where I have to go, is my Royal Champion along with the 12 loons. Because the Royal Champion just targets defenses, her and the loons will work perfectly together and just float through the base and take apart the rest of the defenses that need to go. Usually I go for an air defense or a multi-inferno, or you know, it's really good for the eagle artillery, things like that, because it works really well to reinforce the queen and everything else that's just doing all the work on the side. It's a really awesome attack. We are gonna go and make a live hit with it. I hope you like this attack. All right, here we go. After spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning some more, we finally got a base. So let's just hit it. I'm getting desperate here. Okay, so Queen Walk with the Grand Warden. Grand Warden on ground mode. You can send them with the dragons if you want. I mean, that's not a bad idea either, but I like to send them. In fact, you know what? Maybe we will send them with the dragons this time. You can't send them with the Queen, but because the Queen should be alright by herself, maybe we'll need to. Yeah, she should be alright by herself. Let's find out. I'm going to use a nice little Electro Dragon right here for that Chain Lightning ability, and then I'm going to... Ooh, I had to pop her. Wow, that was close. I should have used the Electro Dragon first. Okay, she's gonna beat through the wall, which actually isn't bad. That'll work for us. Let's see which way she goes, and we're gonna send the dragons in the other way, of course. Now I'm gonna get ready to start raging her soon. I'm sure she's gonna be... Look at that. My queen's actually pretty good. She's a level 69. She's almost max. Again, I used all of my books and etc. on her. Rage her again. Trying to get her to go the other way, not towards the single inferno. It looks like I might have to send in my Grand Warden to help her. Looks that way. Look at that, I just got away from her. Alright, True Barracks along with that, and then we're going in with the dragons. Oh man. Barely got away. You saw that? That was crazy. Alright, we send that in. So now at this point in time, we still got one more rage to go. I'm gonna save all of my haste spells for when I'm gonna send in my loons. And when that's gonna go in, that's going in very, very soon. Very, very, very soon. I'm gonna breeze this section right here to try to give them a little bit more time, and then we're sending in the loons right here from the side along with the Grand Champion, popping the king, and then we're going to rage the loons into the base. I have one more left. I have them for the end, saving them for the side over there. A little side action right over here, and then the last race to get them through. Come on, the world champ is in the back, and we're gonna save the 4 little archers I have for a little cleanup on the side. And that's kind of how you take this attack out. Again, I don't really care about taking out the town hall and doing all that. This is a round base. I mean, there's different ways to use it. As you saw, my queen was weaving in and out. If it's a round base, you maybe need a little bit of a different configuration. Maybe a couple more electro dragons would work. But realistically, this is a super awesome, beastly attack. It works really well extracting a lot of loot. It works really well at basically taking any base apart. And, you know, I love it. I love really running this attack. Of course, it's very specific when it comes to 3-starring. You can very easily 3-star with this attack. I've done it many times in my regular raids against some really strong bases as well. But beast mode attack, when it comes to pulling any kind of loot, playing around with it, and actually what I really love about this attack also, it's very good for training you and showing you how to do queen walks on your regular farm raids. It makes you better at attacking. 3 kill squad attacks are awesome. I'll show you my log and show you how many different 3-stars I've had with this. It's a really awesome attack. I love using it. Let's check out the next hit that I have for you. Ooh, we got a 4-star bonus. Nice. I didn't even know we had that going on right now. It's 4-star bonus. That's like 3 mil. I need that. So what's the second way that we're going to use to farm at Town Hall 13? Well, this attack right here is actually a super awesome attack. I like to use it even without heroes. It's a very good way to use with low heroes as well. So if you have low heroes and no heroes, if your heroes are upgrading or whatever, this is a fantastic attack to use. It's really great, right? It works with a lot of different stuff, so it's very versatile. I love using it in my farming raids, and we're going to use it right now, and I'll show you how awesome it works. It really is great. One of the reasons it's great is honestly because you don't need heroes. I mean, if you have all 4 heroes, great, because it works really well. And today I'm going to showcase you the attack with 4 heroes, but realistically, you actually don't need them. So you have 2 lightnings. Why? That's to take care of 1 air defense. 1 air defense because you're gonna obviously this is gonna be a dragon and an electro drag attack, right? 2 electro dragons usually from the side to funnel, and then you have your 2 lightnings to make sure you destroy 1 air defense, and then the other air defense usually you try to send in your Sui heroes to get that out. If you can't get it out, then you can't and get it out. Then you use your heroes to do a funneling. Your Grand Warden usually goes behind the whole party, and he sits behind the dragons in the air mode and protects them, which is a great way to go. Now this base is not a lot of loot, so we're gonna continue moving. And then you have the new, of course, a Grand Champion or a Royal Champion, right? You definitely use him to take care, or her to take care of one of the air defenses. It's a really good way to use her. And then also you could use her like with the 4 loons as well. It's a really good way. Now this pretty decent, I guess you could say. Got holes in the base though. I guess it's okay. I hit next. So yeah, so the Grand Warden can be used just by herself with like the 4 loons, but at the same time you don't even have to use it. You can use her straight in with the Sui heroes to take one of their defenses out as well. It really all depends. Like in this case right here, you can take a whole bunch of air defenses out, right? Multi Infernos. You can take a whole bunch of air defenses out actually. And then you could use the Grand Champion to take even one single. That's not a lot of loot, so we're gonna keep going. Try to find something with a decent amount of loot. So that's kind of what the deal is with this attack. Works well with, works well without. You can use it with low heroes as well. That's why I really kind of like it. So that's where I like to use that. As opposed to the other attack, it really does require you to have a decent queen. You know, you gotta make sure that you're queen walking her, right? I mean, the king is important too, but the queen, the Grand Warden, and the Royal Champion, you definitely want to make sure that you have at least the special ability on her, right? Because she's gonna want to, sometimes honestly I use those pops and it works really well to take even a second air defense out. I've had that happen. I've made actually many different strategy videos, Town Hall 13 farming strategy videos. So far I've actually made what, 3, 4. I'm gonna link them down up top at the end of this video. So once we finish watching this one, check it out. I have the top 3 best Town Hall 13 farming strategies. I have farming with the Yeti, and I have another really awesome one coming very soon as well. So you definitely want to make sure you check that one out. All right, so we're gonna fast forward, of course, because we're sitting in the clouds. Okay, here we go. 600k, that's pretty good. So we are going to use this one. Let's see here. Okay, Multi Inferno right over here, so we can Sui hero into this side right here and even take this one down. That would work. All right, let's do that. So we're gonna zoom in a little bit. I am going to try to take this air defense out with my Sui heroes, and then I'm going to lightning this air defense. Let's see, 1 and 2. That didn't take it out. Oh man, that's right, because I needed a quake. Where's my quake? I don't have a quake. Not good. That's all right. So this is what we're gonna do then. If that is that, we're gonna send the Royal Champion in this way and get it out. Maybe along with the Multi Inferno, we could do that. So I'm gonna do the king right over here with the queen right over here, hoping that this actually does work. Hopefully he gets a little bit further ahead and then she pulls in and takes that. I want her to take that air defense out, obviously. King is gonna get popped. The other thing I'm doing here too with these with the Sui heroes, I'm also creating a nice little funnel. I want to make sure that my drags and my E-drags and all that goes into the base, right? So we are going to send one dragon right over here. Make sure that we send the Grand Warden on the air mode. Let's send in an Electro Dragon this way. So you got a little chain lightning ability here. And as you can see, I have a nice little runway right here for the rest of my troops right into the base. I want to make sure that I get that Multi Inferno and that. Oh wow, look at that. My queen almost dead takes out the second air defense. That's really nice. And then the lightning ability, of course, on the 4th one. This is good. And we're gonna send everything right into the base. And then rage. And then freeze. And then rage again. Grand Champion on the side. The Grand Champion. Why do I keep calling them Grand Champion? The Royal Champion, I mean. Pop the Grand Warden ability to get through. Look at that ability. It takes the Royal Champ is a beast. All right, we're doing all that. Pick up some loot here. I'm gonna save my I'm gonna save my siege barracks. I don't think I'm gonna use it. You can use it if you want to. I don't. Like I said, in farming grades, a lot of times I don't use it. It's good to use if you want it for like extra, like if it's like a lot of loot, or you want it for extra farm, like extra angles or something like that. But I really end up never using it because you don't need it, right? The other thing that's really good about this attack is pretty much no dark elixir. That's right, this is just regular elixir. This really helps you pick up a lot of loot, right? In this case, I mean, we didn't end up getting 100% because, well, I mean, we could have got close and got 100%. Well, we didn't end up getting 100, but we ended up getting most of the loot, and that's what this is great. I mean, you just go in, bang, bang, and just take it out. You know, it was weird. Yeah, look, I went 2 lightnings, forgot to use I forgot to use a quake, and still ended up getting all this loot. I mean, that was really nice. I love this attack. It's so versatile. Like I said, with heroes, without heroes, it doesn't really matter. You go in, you get the loot, and that's what you need. You get at least 50% on the base, nice and easy, without even having to use your heroes. And that's kind of why I love this attack. It's a really awesome way to kind of farm. And finally, what is the last but not least strategy that we're going to use today? That's right, we're going to use the combination of electro dragons, some babies, and a few loons. This is an amazing attack. I love using it at any town hall. Well, the town hall that you can 11, 12. You get electro dragons to 11. I definitely love using it at 12. It's a really great way to just basically be able to farm. You can use it with heroes or without heroes. It's a very effective and basically cheap way because it costs no dark elixir to run this attack. What is the key to this attack? Well, you can use it with the heroes or without the heroes. It's definitely up to you. You're going to basically send in, make sure that you funnel your electro dragons, send them in, and then rage and freeze through the base. You can get a lot. You can get pretty far through the base. There's a lot of times you can actually get 100% on the specific base if it's done right and all of that. So, you know, obviously if it's close, like this base right here will get destroyed with that attack. Why? Because you're able to pick apart a few defenses because they're right on the outside, especially having multiple kill squads, right? If you have 3 heroes, you can tank with the king and the queen and take 1 air defense out if it's close to the outside, and then the other one you can take out with your royal champion. So that's 2 air defenses down with the electro giants going the other 2. A really, really effective way to go. I love using this attack. Normally what I like to do is I like to use my Grand Warden on air mode behind the electro dragons. I like to send my king on one side, my queen on the other to establish a funnel, or if I can reach one of the air defenses, I like to send in my king and my queen. Usually my king is in front of my queen because he's a good tank for her, so that works right there. And then after that, I like to send in my my royal champion in a different way and take the interesting. I mean, this base has got holes in it. I mean, he can't be serious. He's upgrading like half of the base. So I'm gonna hit next because I'm trying to find a base that's actually kind of decent, something that will show you that the base is, you know, maybe 1-2 defenses upgrading. It's been tough though, I gotta say. It's been a lot of clouds lately because everybody's super excited about Town Hall 13. Everybody is out here playing, and maybe that's why, I don't know, I can't find anybody to attack anymore nowadays. So we're gonna fast forward this one, or are we gonna fast forward this one? Yeah, I mean, this base is all right, but we're gonna fast forward. There's not enough loot here. See if we can find a good one for you. All right, ask and you shall receive. Here we go. Oh, we got a decent base. Okay, so what do we do here? We're gonna have to make sure that we get in with our king and the queen and take an air defense out right here, right? And then we're gonna send in our electro dragons onto one part of the base and take everything out. So that can work. Okay, that'll work. So let's do that. We're gonna do, okay, let's try to send in the king and the queen right over this way. I think that would be a good way to come in. See if we can get this air defense out, because there's too many multi-infernos on the other side. Yeah. The idea here is you want to make sure that you funnel the dragons, right? The electro dragons into like a specific part, because then you can concentrate all of their firepower. So I'm going to send in my king and the queen over here. I'm not going to send my queen yet because I don't want her to start cleaning up stuff. I want the king to break through the wall and then my queen to go in, because if she cleans all these buildings out before, she's going to keep walking. And you don't want that. We want her to walk into the base. So as soon as this comes up, I'm gonna pop a little bit right here, and then I'm gonna send the queen to make sure that she goes in, right? We want to take this air defense right here. We want to take this one out. I know I don't want to select on that troop. All right, so once we take this out, the electro dragon is gonna go this way. It's a nice little funnel for us. Actually, it's a perfect funnel for us. A nice little Sui hero option. Now I'm gonna send in my Grand Warden on this side. That's it. So nowadays, with the queen being able to pop herself, having her own ability, I'm just gonna send in the Electro Dragon on this side and just sit there and wait. Look how much value the queen has done here. I mean, this is really, really nice, right? So I'm about 1:45 left. So once we pop her, hopefully she takes this air defense out. She does. Works really nice. Then I'm gonna send in another Electro Dragon right from this way to take this part out, and then we're just gonna go right into the base right from here because it's nice and easy, right? Because of that, we're gonna make sure that we're on arrow mode right here, and then yeah, and then we're gonna send in all of our dragons right in this way with the loons behind, and then we're just gonna start raging, freezing, and raging and freezing, and raging and freezing, and then freezing and raging. You see what I'm saying? Our royal champ is gonna go from the side. I am not going to be using any of my optic here to get them through that last part. I'm not going to be using my barracks. And let's see if we can get that part. Come on, Electro Drags, let's get to the end. I'm not going to be using my siege barracks because I really don't need to. I don't think it's really needed. I don't think I'm gonna be able to take the town hall down though. Come on, Drag, Electro Drag, one more. Yeah, nice. Okay, so what do we have left? We got all of the troops. Like I said, I'm not going to use my siege barracks machine because, I mean, yeah, it would be great to use it. If you wanted to, you can, but at this point, I don't need it. I mean, I would get the 100%, right? But I really don't need it. I rushed it a little bit more because I was kind of hoping that my dragons would go this way a little bit, but since they took all of that out and my queen ended up getting this air defense, I kind of ended up sending them this way, try to get all of this out. Honestly, they probably would have made it if it was a little bit more time, but unfortunately, we didn't get the 100%, but we did get all the loot. So I'm explaining that this is a fantastic attack, and you see how it works. It works really well, especially if you can send your heroes in somewhere and get into the base, right? Grab one of the air defenses. The Electro Dragons are super OP. They have so much chain lightning ability, especially if you have the right type of base. You can come in and blast right through with the rages and the freezes. As long as you have about 1.5 minutes left, you can really take apart any other base with this fantastic attack. It works really well. I hope you enjoy it, and yeah, it's one of my favorite attacks to use at Town Hall 13 when I'm farming. Ladies and gentlemen, we just watched three different ways that you can rip apart bases at Town Hall 13 with air when you're farming. That's right, these are 3 farming strategies that I use at Town Hall 13. These are my favorite ways to use air strategies at Town Hall 13 when I'm farming. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. If you did, make sure to smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already, folks, because I have a lot more stuff like that coming for you. And make sure to check out this video right here. This is a really cool one, and I'll see you there.